Guys, real quick, this is for practice and problem solving for topic 1, lesson 3. Very simple. This is number 3 for me. Again, in your practice and problem solving, yours may be different from your neighbors. It may be different from mine because all of the questions are typically the same, but they may not be listed in the same order for you. But all I want you to know about this, again, just to get used to at the beginning of the school year, is notice how some of the answers are not provided on the screen that's there. You have to scroll up and down. So when you see this toolbar over here and you're able to go up and down, make sure you look at all the answers before you do that. Another question for me is number 7, but for you, again, it could be different. And that question just involves, let me get to it here. She's running a little slow today. For number 7, it involves this. Okay, you've got a negative square root. You can see here, this is a negative square root. This is what you want to concentrate on right here, the square root of 10. So you want to figure out what's the square root of 10 very close to, or what two whole numbers is it between. So if you look at this, the square root of 10 is between the square root of 9 and the square root of 16. I know it's very close to the number 3, to the whole number 3, but it's between 3 and 4. So when you look at this and it's negative, I know that this is between negative 3 and negative 4. And I know that the square root of 10 is very close to the square root of 9, so it's well below 3.5. So I'm going to start off my calculator at 3.3 and see if it gets me close to 10. So here again, when I go to the calculator, and I have to bring this back up in my math tools, and I have to go grab my calculator. And my calculator will be 3.3 times 3.3 gives me 10.89. I'm going to try 3.2 times 3.2. That gives me 10.24. See how I'm getting closer to 10? So I'm going to try 3.1 times 3.1, and that's 9.6. So I'm going to say it's around 3.2. It's somewhere between 3.1 and 3.2. So when we go to this, I know it's going to be somewhere right in here. Okay, right in that area. But just because you see the negative here, don't let that fool you. You're just working with this. This is actually some invisible math I've been teaching you about. That means that you're multiplying that by a -1. So whatever we figure out the square root of 10 is, we multiply by a -1, which does nothing but turn it into negative. So it's no big deal that negative symbol is on the outside of that. You won't see the negative symbol inside too much because we don't learn about those types of numbers until you go to high school. And those types of numbers are called imaginary, so they're not really real. And I told you this year we're don't need to worry about imaginary numbers just yet. And here's another example that I wanted you to take a look at. This is number 8 for me, but again, it could be anything for you. And in this question, I want to really stress to you that you have to write some things down. You have to draw some pictures sometimes in math. This is one of those cases. If I draw a picture of the rectangle and it's the length is twice the width, so my rectangle would be like a normal rectangle. The area of the rectangle is 92 square units. Now, here's the weird part. They're talking about a rectangle. We haven't talked about the area of a rectangle, although some of you know that its length times width is a way to find the area. Notice you can divide the rectangle into 2 squares. So take that rectangle, cut it in half. Now you have the equal area on both sides. So if you take the square root of 90, or if you take 92 square units and you cut them in half, now you got 46, right? So you've got 2 squares that have an area of 46. That area of 46 means, what can we do to figure out the side lengths of one of those squares? Now that we're working with a square with an area of 46, how can you get the side lengths? What do you have to do in order to get the side lengths? If you paid attention in the last few lessons, you're probably going to hit this one out of the park. That's all I have for you for practice and problem solving. Good luck doing it by yourself. Please take your time. Use your notebook and paper and pencil. You never need it more than now. Math class takes a little more extra time. I hope I'm helping you out by saving you some time, helping you with some of the questions. Good luck. And again, any questions, ask me in class, email me, text me. I can Google Meet with you, and I can help you out.